Hello everyone, so this time I'm going to show you how to properly back up your servers. Last time we did the YouTube server. If you go in here and press on the backup tab, you'll see there's already one. However, this one is not the one you want because this one will store it in a specific way which you cannot access it right away. At least it's difficult to do it. So yeah, where it's going to be located, it's going to be in one specific dataset, it's going to be this one. IX applications, which is an IX volume. However, we want our own. So I created a dataset and I recommend you to do as well. Here, just go on add dataset and then add whatever you need. In our case, what you guys need to add as well is going to be, first of all, the mask, which is here. Second of all, the group apps and user. Give it also the right permissions for each of them. So read write and read write execute. Now we go to the apps. I'm going to edit Crafty. Okay, we're going to scroll down and we're going to see the storage configuration. As you can see here for the backup, it's set to IX volume and we're going to leave it at that. If you change it, there might be some issues. So I recommend leave it as it is and do this instead. So it's going to be adding an additional storage by pressing add. Here we can choose. We're going to choose the host path. So here we're going to give it a specific path, which is going to be, for me, it's going to be this one. So this is going to be visible to the application later on Crafty. Then I'm going to give it the host path. In my case, it's going to be the Minecraft. So we're going to select it, then press update. I've already added here on the network, so you can see here is nothing, even if I refresh, so it's nothing. We're gonna wait for it to update and then we go back to Crafty. So once it is running, we go back to Crafty and then we refresh the page. It's gonna probably take a bit, we'll see. Can sometimes be tricky. Okay, no, it should be fine. Okay, once you refresh it, you go here to create a new backup. Here we're gonna name it whatever you want. It doesn't really matter because it's just for this one. So I'm gonna name it YouTube backup, which I already have. We're gonna remove this. We're gonna provide the path which we already had given before. So this is available to Crafty only right now. So it's very important. Also, quick tip, rename the path where you're gonna store it to the current server. For example, it's gonna be the YouTube server, so I'm gonna name it backup YouTube and then slash. That means every time it's gonna generate a backup, it's gonna go to YouTube and then do their backups inside of YouTube directory. We're gonna see it shortly with an example. Press save, and then here run backup as a test, run it, and we can go here and check as well. You're gonna see here it's standby, but shortly, there you go, it's running, and you see generated YouTube, and you're gonna go here. This is why I told you to create with the name YouTube, because if you have multiple servers, they're all gonna look like this. So it's gonna be very difficult to determine to who it belongs. So just be sure to do it. For example, if I have the Stoneblock server, I would name it Stoneblock so that I know it belongs to that one. And you should do too. Okay, now it's manually, but we want to do it. We want to do a schedule. So run it at 1 a.m. for example. So Crafty has already that option. So we're gonna go here to schedule. Gonna create a new schedule, and then we're gonna name whatever. It's gonna be a backup to TrueNas. That's more than enough. And this we can leave it as basic. Action, we're gonna select backup server, and then the policy is gonna be YouTube backup. Remember, it's the one we created before, and that's the one you are selecting. How often you want to do? So I'm gonna keep it once a day. So you can change it hours or minutes if you really want to have multiple backups every time. For me, it's fine with once a day. And then I'm gonna choose 1 a.m. because this is the example I gave you. and we're gonna press save. So now this is it. You basically set up a schedule for a backup at 1 a.m. I recommend doing it at night if you have multiple people, so you don't really mess up their words or how they are playing, because sometimes it can get laggy. So try to do it during the night when there's no one online. I recommend 3 a.m. Essentially, probably no one is there. But yeah, it's completely up to you. But this is it. It's a quick tutorial, fun enough, 5 minutes. There's legit nothing else that I can tell you, except like and give letter comments if you really found it helpful. And if you had any issues, let me know. I try to help you as well if I can. And yeah, see you next time, guys.